Believe it or not, a very common question I get asked as a realtor here helping people move to Northwest Arkansas is, Anthony, what are the utilities like there? Do you even have high-speed internet in Arkansas? Yes, my friend, we do. And in fact, today, it's such a common question, I'm going to help answer not only who are the utility service providers, but also I'm going to share with you what my personal bill is per each one of those utilities to maybe help give you an understanding of what to expect when looking to move to Northwest Arkansas. It may be helpful for you to know as we go along. I live in about a 3,500 square foot home. I'm technically in a Bentonville address, but I live inside of Centerton city limits. You also need to know that I have a family of 4. It's me and 3 ladies using these utilities. We have a swimming pool that is not on a heater, and you should know also that we stream all of our television. Also, as a realtor, I work from home, so I need high-speed internet myself. So yes, we have internet here. More on that later in the video. The first utility we're going to touch on is electricity. Some of the major electrical companies in our area providing electrical service are going to be Carroll Electric, SWEPCO, Black Hills Energy, and Ozark Electric. Now, there are a few others, but the major ones are going to be Carroll Electric and SWEPCO. If you're looking in Bella Vista, Arkansas, you should know that there is no natural gas in Bella Vista. Propane, yes, more on that later in the video. But in Bella Vista, your furnace, water heater, and even your oven are all going to operate on electricity. So your energy bill for electricity is going to be higher. There will be no gas bill. Again, more on that later when we talk about gas and propane. Depending on where you're coming from in the country, you should know that here in Arkansas, we don't experience blackouts or rolling blackouts. So a lot of my clients that are coming from different parts of the country are saying, Anthony, I need a backup generator in case there's a rolling blackout, or a whole home generator in case of a power outage. My friend, I will let you know that, yeah, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. But I will tell you, we've lived in Arkansas for a little over 10 years total. And maybe I've experienced a power outage or two back when we had the big ice storms back in 2009, 2010. But as far as power outages on the regular, we might have a flicker of power every now and then, but we're not talking hours and hours or even days of power outages. Maybe you're someone who might be interested in having their own solar panels installed on their roof. Definitely, if you're looking at specific houses, check with your realtor to see if that neighborhood does not allow solar panels on their roofs. Their architectural control committee might not allow those. And I would also challenge you, my friend, if you're going to be in your home less than 7 to 10 years, it might not be to your benefit to install solar panels on your roof. Definitely a cost benefit that you may need to check out and speak about with your realtor. So for this electrical section, you'd be interested to know that my family's electrical bill is on average $240.04 on average, ranging anywhere from $108 to $402 per month. Of course, during the hot summer months when we are trying to keep the air conditioning cold, we're going to have those higher months. And of course, in the winter months, we're going to have a lower electricity bill, but a higher gas bill because we, in my home, have a gas furnace. The next utility we're going to talk about is water and sewer. Depending on which city you are specifically looking in, that city is usually the one who's providing you with water and sewer. So they're going to provide you the water, but they're also going to provide you a way to dispose of the water you don't need anymore that goes down the drain. You'll notice a caveat to most all of these sections is Bella Vista. Now, if you're looking up in Bella Vista, Arkansas, you need to know that some of the city's residents are on septic and some of the city's residents are on sewer. And you say, whoa, Anthony, I've never had a septic system before. How does that work? How often does it need to be pumped? Am I required to connect to city sewer? That's a very specific question that we can discuss if you're looking Bella Vista, if you're looking at a specific property. I'm happy to help answer those questions for you as well. But for the sake of this video, just know Bella Vista, some are on septic, some are on sewer. If you're getting farther rural outside of Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, Fayetteville, farther to the east and farther to the west, it might be possible that you are not only on a septic system, but your water service is also provided by either rural water or you might have a well in your specific property's yard. My wife would tell you growing up, her well water that she grew up on up in Missouri was some of the best water. So depending on your own feelings about that, just know that you get farther away from Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, Fayetteville, you could be on a septic and well also. You'd be also interested to know that we have Bermuda grass here in Arkansas. Anthony, where are you talking about grass? Bermuda grass goes dormant, does very well with little amounts of water. So if you are here in Arkansas, yes, we might have a sprinkler system. In fact, I have a sprinkler system at my house, but I've actually never even turned it on because we get enough moisture, there's a low enough dew point to where there's enough moisture keeping our grass green during the summer months. July, August, it can get a little hot and the grass does dry out and get a little crunchy, but for the most part, it stays green. Now, coming from another part of the country, you might have water restrictions. Maybe you're on the even side of the street, so you can only water your grass on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as an example. Or maybe you have water restrictions like, for instance, some of my friends in the Las Vegas area can only build a certain size pool because the water restrictions on the size of pool that they can build because they're going to need to fill up that pool. I have one client that says, you know what, my wife absolutely loves her designer bathtub, but we cannot fill it up because we have water restrictions. So we had the conversation, let's get you out of California and into an Arkansas bathtub. Kind of a funny joke between that client and I, but that was a part of life that was important to them, along with other things, is why they had decided to move to Northwest Arkansas and not have those types of restrictions on their day-to-day life. As mentioned earlier, it's me and 3 ladies. We use water, and we also have a pool that we typically fill above the skimmer line around May and June. The Mosley bill for water in Centerton averages $120.20 per month. And that ranges anywhere from $84.21 up to $147.09. I'm pretty sure that's the month that we had filled up our pool up to normal operating levels. The next utility that we need to talk about is natural gas. The major provider in our area for natural gas is Black Hills Energy. Looking here on their website, you can see their coverage map shows that AK, no, that's not Alaska, that's actually Arkansas. The state abbreviation is still AR. Yes, Black Hills Energy, you need to correct that, but they are the ones who provide us with our natural gas here in Northwest Arkansas. Another caveat to this section is Bella Vista. Let's say you like to cook with gas as well, and the home that you're looking for up in Bella Vista does not have a gas stove. Many people that want a gas stove, depending on the construction of your house, it may be very simple and fairly cost effective to have plumbed into your home a gas line and then contact a company like Pinnacle or Tri-States or Ozark Mountain Propane to be able to provide you a propane tank to cook with propane versus natural gas. Many homes up in Bella Vista already have maybe those 40-gallon cylinders of propane simply for their fireplace, simply for their gas fireplace. Here in the Mosley home, we cook with gas, easier to regulate temperature. We also have a gas fireplace, a gas furnace, and a gas water heater. So that attributes to our bill, which you're going to see right now. The Mosley home averages for their gas purchase $142.76 per month, with a range anywhere from $56.26 to $294.18. That said, compared to our electricity bill, as mentioned earlier, during the winter months when we're operating our furnace more is when we're going to see a higher gas bill and a lower electricity bill. We have a fully brick home that absorbs the sun's light, giving radiant heat into our home, so we like to try to do the best we can with our gas and electric bills by opening and shutting windows. Moving on to trash services. Some of the major providers for trash services here in Northwest Arkansas are going to be Waste Management, Republic, and also if you start going further out, Cards is a service provider for trash and recyclable pickup. Depending on what city you live in, has a different way in how they are receiving your trash or your recyclables and how they do recycling. Because there's such a wide range depending on which municipality we're talking about, again, I'm going to tell you about mine, but let's talk about specifically Bentonville. With your utility bill, if you are living in Bentonville, Republic Trash Services is the one who's going to be picking up your trash on a specific day, depending on which area in the city you are. And then also they'll provide you a bin for your recyclables. just one bin for all of your recyclables. That program that they offer is called a single sort method, to where you put all your recyclable type items in the recyclable trash bin, and then when they take it back to the facility, they're doing the sorting at their facility. That said, if you are mowing your grass and you have grass clippings, or you're cleaning up leaves, what have you, some of the companies that cover Northwest Arkansas also will provide you a third bin that picks up your yard waste. Here in Arkansas-Bentonville, where I live, we use Waste Management at my house. Waste Management picks up our trash every Tuesday. Maybe if you've been watching a neighborhood preview video, you've seen the trash bins out and about that people put at their curbside. My trash bill is actually charged to me one time every 3 months, and it's $47.23, and we have a trash bin as well as a recycling bin. Next on our list to discuss is internet and TV. My friend, many people nowadays are streaming their television programs through YouTube TV, Prime, and no, this is not a commercial for Sling or Slang or Voodoo TV or whatever. But we need to talk about internet service providers, because so many of us, me included, work from home and need high-speed internet. Other parts of the country, you might call it fiber internet. Well, here we call it, I don't know, internet, I guess. Two of the major providers in our area are AT&T and Cox Internet. Of course, you could reach out to Elon Musk and get onto Starlink, which is a satellite internet provider as well. If you're a little bit further out, a little more rural, definitely need to visit and figure out if that is important to you. We need to figure out which provider is going to be the best service provider for you as we go farther out. Back to our caveat about Bella Vista. With such a growth and growing area, same with many of the areas in Pea Ridge, Bentonville, Centerton, Elkins, many areas that are growing in Northwest Arkansas, it could very well be that internet, high-speed internet, is not in that neighborhood yet. It might be to the end of the street, and as the builder's putting in homes, then the internet service provider will come in and then bring it to each individual property. Up in Bella Vista, again, the fiber cable itself might be right there at the end of the road, but the development that's going down that street to the end of the cul-de-sac for the home that you absolutely love, there might not be internet there just yet. But if moving in day one, you need high-speed internet, that is something you need to tell your realtor as we are looking at homes together for you. It happens a lot as I'm out showing folks homes. They're looking, where in the world do I put my TV? Where's the coax box in this room? Well, my friend, because of smart TVs like a Roku type television that has streaming services and applications already built inside of the television, you could put it there, over there, up there, and not need the specific coax cable box for the TV because of a Wi-Fi signal inside of your house. Maybe that's something you haven't thought about since the last time you bought a television or moved to a new home. We use Cox Internet here at my house, and our bill is $91.89 per month. I'm pretty sure we have the fastest internet that they provide. We again have 4 people, multiple devices. We stream all of our television. I work at home on my computer and can't say that I've ever had a problem with slow internet speeds. Next on our list is cell phone providers. Well, my friend, just like most anywhere in the United States, the 2 big providers are going to be AT&T as well as Verizon. There are certainly other cell phone providers in the area, T-Mobile, maybe Cricket, but because of map pricing, it's probably going to be the same amount no matter if you're coming from California, New York, Florida, or Arizona, coming to Northwest Arkansas as to what your cell phone bill will be. Of course, those are the major services that we have in our area. Depending on your specific situation, of course, there are ancillary services as well. Maybe you want to hire somebody to clean your house, hire somebody to mow your grass, hire somebody to maintain your pool. Those are different types of services that your realtor can help provide references toward for the benefit of your individual specific situation. There's also Christmas lights and grocery delivery services that we could help provide references to you as well. Believe it or not, the reason for this video was I finally had enough people asking me about the same thing that I decided to do a video on it. So if you have questions about something specifically about my area, believe me, I've probably answered it before, but I want to hear from you. Drop it in the comments, shoot me a text, reach out to me, let me know if there's something more you would like to know about the area. My friend, thank you so much for your time. Now you know a little bit more about what life is like in and around Bentonville. Thanks for watching.